Hello everyone, and I say everyone, it'll be me watching, and probably only me as my only viewer, but that is fine. Forgive me if you can hear my breathing. I'm trying to change the microphone so you can't, but I've just done a 20-minute spin bike on the bike, so I'm still recovering a bit. But this video is titled The Overthinking Curse. And the reason is, I have started this week, tested on this track, feeling quite good, all sort of gelled together, sort of slowly picking up bits. Qualifying was alright. I think I did a 24.2 in my first effort in qualifying, which wasn't like as fast as some of the other guys, but it wasn't terrible. And then I found like over the week I've essentially got slower. I then went to a 24.5 in qualifying and then a 24.7. I've been tons of mistakes, tons of really stupid mistakes, and I kind of thought, I wonder what's changed. And I looked at the telemetry on Gary 6-1 and I compared myself against a 5k driver who did a 2:03.5 in this current season. I think what I noticed was, I think there was about 7 or 8 mini sectors around this track, and in probably about 4 or 5 of them I was matching him or marginally quicker. So the issue was more specific corners where I was losing. Like for example, in the last corner I was losing sort of 2-3 tenths in that single sort of corner alone. So, but I think what I do is I realise I need to find some more time, and sort of instead of looking at Gary 6-1 and seeing where, and sort of trusting my instinct and staying confident, I all of a sudden decide, right, I'm going to change my brake bias, I'm going to brake later for every corner, and then you just start over pushing, and those sort of little mistakes kind of count up. Like you start understeering a bit more on the entrance to the corners, and you hold your brake a little bit more, and then your minimum speed goes down, and it just gets really messy. And I think that's hence a lot of the mistakes this week. So trying to just kind of let it flow a bit more, rein it in, drive a little bit more by instinct, and just let the pace come to us. You know, if the pace isn't there, we'll study and we'll find sort of why it's not there. But we just need to trust and have faith that we can drive. Because to be fair, on the first race we did a 2:03.9, which wasn't too bad, and I feel like I've learned a lot this week in terms of certain bits on the track where I can be quicker. So the potential's definitely there to be quick. I've just done a bit of a naff job. Although you might be bored of my voice already, because I think I've just spoken for like, I don't know, quite a long time. So a good 2 laps, but I've got F1 onto the side of me, but I won't say any spoilers. I don't know how long we've got left on the race actually though. I'd like 54 out of 71. Clearly everyone else in this lobby isn't that bothered about watching it either. That was one of the corners where I was overdriving it, so I'm trying to just chill out a bit through that. I need to focus a bit through this corner. Less wide on entrance. And we could maybe change the brake bias a little bit there. The rear was a bit loose, but so that's quicker than I did at any point this morning already. which is interesting. Unless track conditions are different, but 2:41, that feels much better. One of the areas I need to improve at is I think the minimum speed slightly and just the exit for that one, because this is quite a long straight. And another area where I think I could improve is I think my brake control. I tend to brake quite sharp, but then I think I tend to trail off them quite quick. And I've got a brake pedal really stiff, which might contribute towards that. But looking at some of the quicker guys, they tend to trail off a little bit slower. So I need to try and basically practice that a bit more. That's it. You've got to sight that middle apex there, and it sort of sets you up nicely for the exit. Oh. I wanted to practice that last corner again, but that was good though. Straight onto a 24.1. I think the quickest I got this morning was a 24.7, and that was going back to my gut on this session of brake bias more to the rear, less aggressive on the brakes, just keep the minimum speed up and overdrive it less. So let's hope we keep this up. I'm not massively seeking anything crazy today in the sense of a win, or the strength of field isn't too high, so I feel like I probably should be winning this. But just want another clean race. Trying to avoid trouble, learn a bit more, and hopefully put sort of what I've learned into practice a little bit. So I noticed on this section against that 5k guy, I was largely quicker through all of here when I hooked it up. So I don't think I need to change my approach massively. Just need to focus on keeping it clean. Try and always get a good exit down here. You can use a bit more curb on that left than I thought you could, but and you can use that outside curve quite nicely, but you don't want to go too wide. I'm getting attacked by a dog. Gotta go and occupy the dog in once this is done. Right. Drive with confidence, trust yourself. Let's go. I think the slightly rearward brake bias seems to work for me. I run a 56.2 on the brake bias. Most of the people seem to run, well, I hear people saying they keep it fixed at 57, but I'm personally not sure that's the right thing. So there's a lot of grip on that inside, and you can use that inside curb, so I think probably need to try and exploit that a bit, but that's all good because this is all what I say is it's just a 100-piece jigsaw learning a track, and we're just slowly putting the pieces together. You know, this is like my 4th race this week on this track. We're nowhere near, I would say, great at it, but we're putting it together and we're getting there. If I go quiet during my qualifying lap, forgive me. We are on lap 59 of the actual F1. Although when this race is done, that'll be about done, I bet. Maybe not quite perfect with that final corner yet, but we'll keep learning it. Oh, that's gone terribly wrong. Never mind. Just forget that happened, and we'll see it as a bit of a practice lap. Not concerned about that. We can get a clean lap in next time, I'm sure. Well, it's not ideal, but getting a bit of understeer on this lap. Track time's gone up a little bit though compared to the first practice session we're in. I think it was 31 then, so that might need to adjust slightly. Right, let's keep it relaxed and have a second decent lap. Not the brake bias forward slightly on that one to try and get a bit more stability. Oh, again. That was bad. That was more what we know though, I think. That was better. Let the speed drop a tiny bit too much through there, but wanted to kind of hook that inside line. Oh, nice. Slightly early turning, but that's alright. I bet you can hear my breathing then. a slightly, well, we'll have our third go at the, what do we get, 204, I'll take that. It's not bad. Messed up the first corner slightly. In fact, we'll carry this on as much as we can, because well, that's not gone well though. P3. We got that pace though, so that's fine. I'm happy because this is way better than it went this morning. And we're driving better and not overdriving it, so that's good. I'll leave it at that. Should be a good race that. I think we've got the pace of those guys, definitely. I'd like to try and get a high 203 and sort of finish where we started, but we'll see. Right, I hope my breathing's recovered and I don't just sound like Darth Vader on here. Have a drink, you can hear that as well. Right. Get the throttle down, use some fuel up.
The estimated SOS is 1,989.
Feels sort of like we did a whole full circle with that. Kind of sort of started, sort of like finishing today where we started almost like however many days ago, but I don't mind that because I feel like there's improvements in there and we know where the time is. But anyway, I'm probably going on now. It sounds boring. We just want to race, don't we? Come on, Mr. McDonald in P2. Let's go. Oh, I hate it when people do that. They do a jump start and then they give themselves a penalty, but it just... They think it's wise, but it's not wise at all. It just adds somebody else into the carnage like this. I don't need to be so just chill out. That was my own fault there, really. That was poor. Right. Close this gap back down now. I mean, he's going to take a drive through anyway, I think, from the jump start, but Focus on ourselves. That's much better. I was messing that up every single time this morning. Right, rise forwards a notch.
There's an incident behind.
Kind of got a bit of a better turning point for that corner now. I think the after the main big post on the right, there's another small one you're talking about there. That's not a bad turning spot. A bit messy. Don't overdrive it. In quite a nice position now that we're not under pressure from behind, so we can take our time a little bit. Spot the yellow line on the power early. Way better. Oh, got distracted watching the F1.
The next car's the leader.
Let these two go for it. Yeah, hooking that inside line's quite good actually, I think there. 037, that's way better. I did have a draft, but
The next car's the leader.
need to capitalise on these two, I think. Exactly what we needed.
Car right. Keep to the left. Stay on the left. Clear.
Let's go.
Left side. Clear. Car right.
Don't hit me, please.
Stay on the left. Stay on the
Oh.
left. Stay on the left.
I mean, that was fun. Didn't quite go to plan, but
Stay on the left.
never mind. We'll keep him offline, let him go.
Clear on the right.
We'll be offline for this stuff. That's fine.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Perfect. Let's go. I'm really happy with that last corner now.
Nice and smooth, you're running second. The next car's the leader.
Better a bit more patience through there. Perfect, we're dropping the guy behind. Oops, that wasn't terrible, not amazing, but... Sorry, I wonder if it gets really boring when I keep saying, that wasn't good, that wasn't bad, that was... I'll try and stop. Kind of a bit distracted talking to myself then. Yeah, it's fairly quick, this guy though. Spot the yellow line. Change the brake bias. F1 looks close on the last lap. This poor chap's doing what I was doing. 203 again. Perfect. Did break a little bit late there. Stay patient, stay patient. He's pushing. And that was quicker, bringing back the braking point into that first complex and keeping it clean through the rest. Oh, this is a good race, this. Clipping that apex, need to tidy that up. Don't mind if he's got a cut back, that's fine. Just wanted to get involved and show him I'm there.
5 laps of fuel left. Clear on the left.
He needs to feel the pressure.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
There's a guy, there is a guy behind closing actually. Let's be clever about it. Final corner. Need to line him up for down here, I think. Great race change.
Left side. Clear. Right side. Yeah, got the white flag. That means one more lap to go. Clear on the right.
Never mind. Oh, he's definitely feeling the pressure, isn't he? Question is, dive bomb. Oh, he's done well there actually. I have to give him credit for that. Credit where credit is due.
Left side. Still
And
there.
he gave you room there actually, so that's nice.
Clear.
We like clean racing. Let's think about it. Final final corner. He's feeling it.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left.
I mean, if I'm honest,
You won. You deserve that win. Well done.
we have to say thanks to him for a really, really good race. That is why we sim race. Ah. I'm amazingly chuffed with that. Let's write me a message. That was really good. And let's see what we've gained on that. I'm chuffed. I'm really pleased I managed to get the pace back actually, because I was annoyed over the last few days, but I don't know if you can see the screen actually. Oh, you can't see the screen. We'll leave it at that.